I was addicted to corn. I was addicted. I remember the very first time I saw it was when I was at my cousin's house. When I was a kid, he showed me this video on a computer. He asked me to come over, and I watched whatever he was showing me, and it was a pixelated Mario with a Princess Peach. And of course, they were doing the deed in bed. And obviously, as a kid, that set some neurons off. I was like, whoa, what is this? And that's really where it all started. Now, I remember back in middle school and high school, coming home every day from school, I would go home and, obviously yank the tank, wax the carrot. And doing this, not only did watching corn every day basically sabotage me and ruin my thoughts about actual relationships and thoughts about how things are supposed to be, it really ruined my sense of self and how to connect with others, even talk to people. And even being introverted didn't help as a kid. Now, why do I talk about all this? Why do I talk about having a corn addiction? It's more of getting out of lust and stop watching corn, because corn and watching it excessively every single day can damage your mind. Corn can ruin your sense of how real relationships can go. And even as a guy, if you're watching corn excessively, you can have too much lust and desire. And you can be looking at women where you just feel like you want to do it constantly or just release one out. Obviously, most guys are probably not going to do that. Where they're going to look at women and do something. That'll be crazy. But for most guys, I feel like who are watching it excessively, they're damaging their mind, they're damaging their brain, they're ruining how relationships should go, and they're also looking at women in a more lustful sexual sense and wanting to fill their sexual need and desire. And that was what I grew up as, watching it constantly. And we're even taught in school, because I remember going to health class at one point where my health teacher was speaking to the class, and she said that watching corn is normal. And of course, me being a teenager, I was like, oh, it's normal. So of course, I thought it was right to do it every single day. But just doing that also depleted my energy. I felt like every time I did it, I would feel good for a little bit. But after releasing dopamine, wasting your energy, in my opinion, is not so great. Because I feel like you can just use that energy and harness energy to do something, create something, instead of wasting it. But anyway, I think in today's world, there's too much content out there, like ads online, even billboards sometimes, kind of show some kind of content that will create some kind of sexual or even lustful ideas into people's minds. And it can really ruin the sense of reality. Now, how can we get rid of this sense of lustfulness and stop feeling too much desire? Is to stop watching porn excessively. Stop watching it. Watching these pixels on a screen is not going to do you any good. It's not going to do you any favor. All it's going to do is really just have a quick and easy dopamine release and make you feel good for a little bit. And I believe the more you stop watching porn and stop being addicted to it, you're actually stepping away from so much lustful desires. Like, sure, it might still be there, but not to the full extent as when you watched it. You're starting to be more sane and having the ability to even talk to people. If you're someone who's struggling with it, even talking to women. So if I had one message today, stop watching porn. Instead of watching porn, Go do something else to fulfill you instead of having an easy dopamine release. Walk in nature, read a book, go outside and bike. Why waste this energy when you can use it to do something and create something? And then maybe after doing the deed and then feeling sad afterward, why not just use it to make you feel more fulfilled and happy by creating something and doing something different instead of doing this activity that is only a temporary pleasure?